where we're watching television and she's laying ass to me, panties and ass on my lap. So basically in the 69 position, and she wants to watch TV like this.
No way. No. Time out.
Yo, is there still an attraction there, Cali? Yeah.
Yes, no. 1, 2, red, go.
I mean, it was an attraction.
Was is past tense. He's talking about.
No, I said still.
Present, yes, present.
Not for at least a year.
A year. Oh, okay.
Hey, Cam, hey, hold up. Because I think she lying. I think she lying right now about that, too. This is why I think she lying. I think she lying because if you wasn't attracted to Buddy, you automatically just be like, nah, it's no attraction. I'm good. But you don't want to admit that you're attracted. So you're going to give a halfway, like you're not saying no, but you're not saying yes because you are attracted. But you don't want to you know what I'm saying, admit that like he could still crack you right now if he wanted to. You really don't want to admit that. You don't want to admit that he could still crack you right now by admitting that you are still attracted to him. So it's a whole lot of cap going on, bro.
Stop the cap.
All right, what was you upset about when you was like?
That's why
I remember
she blushing.
you was gonna buy a house on the West Coast or something, and you wanted to. He got like 9 bedrooms, some shit like that, and I think you was like, "Yo, let me get one of them bedrooms or whatever." Like, what was the dispute with that? What happened with that? You got mad about that too. So what was using negotiations or something with a house? Why you got mad at him?
Oh, because at the time I was moving across country, and I asked if I could come there for 2 weeks until I get settled, and he was, I don't know, I felt like he was dancing around it.
Oh, representation. You think that was okay?
I'll ask my client right now.
Should I respond to this? Is it okay I'll respond to this?
Yes, you may.
Okay, thank you. What happened was this. Callie's counting bedrooms in my house, and I have a lot of bedrooms in my house. And she was coming to the West Coast, and she said, she might have said 2 weeks, I don't know, but I knew it wouldn't have been 2 weeks because, which we won't get into. I know it would take longer than 2 weeks. But she has family on the West Coast. Her mother lives on the West Coast. Her father lives on the West Coast. Her sister lives on the West Coast. I said that you could go to all these different people's houses. I don't know if I necessarily want to live with you, especially being that we wasn't intimate for years. I am sexually attracted to her, but I know that sex for me and her isn't really good. Not saying sex isn't good. It leads to other problems outside of our friendship. So I'm saying, look, I don't think that'd be good. Callie likes to do crazy shit. Walk around my house in panties and don't give me no pussy. Act like she got
You
weddings.
is a liar.
I actually have pictures, which we're not going to share, of course, where we're watching television and she's laying ass to me, panties and ass on my lap. So basically in the 69 position, and she wants to watch TV like this.
No way. No. Time out.
Trying to gaslight you.
Yes.
I just have one question.
We're not going for that. We're not going for that. This is why he said. This is why he's saying what he said. Like, listen. All that gaslighting shit that shorties be doing, trying to like leverage their sexuality, like that don't work with everybody, bro. It don't work with everybody. So, for the fellas that are confident in themselves and stuff like that. I'm not trying to get too into the semantics and stuff, but nah, like, yo, you're not gonna walk around a crib because you know what you're doing. You're not gonna walk around a crib in panties with a wedgie and then talk about, nah, I'm not having sex. In my crib,
My turn. It's my turn.
How long ago was
It's
this?
my turn. It's not. I'm just telling you. This is
No matter how
No older
old
in your court, please.
right. Exactly. If you want to be technical about this situation, what happened is this: I offered to eat Cali when she came.
Okay. Interesting.
Right. She said no.
Okay.
2 days later, she thought about it. Said, "Yo, could you eat my?" I said no.
I can't believe you right now.
I said no.
Right.
I offered to eat. You didn't want it. She asked another day. So you're not gonna eat my? No, I'm not. I offered it. I'm not gonna eat it. I offered twice. She asked twice.
Right.
This is the stubbornness I can't have in my house.
Right.
This is what I'm talking about.
Playing games.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of games being
Yeah,
played.
exactly. Because I'm thinking even though she's stubborn, I'm thinking once I eat it, I know what I'm gonna try and do.
Right.
So I tried to offer with an appetizer. This is the games we play with each other. No, I don't need that in my house.
Right.
I'm not doing it. Right. So I said I declined. I said you can move with your mother, you can move with your father, you can move with your sister. I'm not sleeping on nobody's couch.
Conversation we
I'm
had.
not sleeping on nobody's couch. Would I look
I
like
was
sleeping
not
on the
sleeping
couch?
on nobody's couch.
So she started making the
But
demands.
the point being is it wasn't like she was stranded. If she was stranded, I had nowhere to go. Of course, cool. You have several places to go, but you want to demand how you living on
I
somebody
have
else's
my own
ground.
room.
That's what happened.
I have my own room.
There it is, son.
Yep.
What was that debate between you and Cam over your wedding venue? What was that debate? I remember you saying some friend know about it and something with 25,000 or something. Like, what happened?
At the time, I had just got my venue. My landlord from hell put me in a real bind. And I said, Cam, I have my liquor license. And I need to do renovations on this space. This person left me with a shell. I said, I need help renovating so I can start generating money because I'm stagnant. And he said, okay, show me the paper for your liquor license. And once I see the paper, I'll have my attorney just draw up the paperwork and I'll give you the money and we'll sign. I talked to my friend today. She said, yeah, he agreed to give you the money on a gargantuous offer. Like, she basically felt like he wanted my blood for $25,000. We agreed, and he still never followed up. But he was only taking proceeds from the bar. At the same time, he never drew it up, and he act like, it was whatever. And even when it came down to me signing my lease, he also made a bet that he did not stand on. And we could ask British that.
Oh, okay. Representation.
Yes, I'm here.
Is that a lie? Is that a lie or the truth?
I'm gonna
What you think?
let my client answer.
Okay.
I don't remember detail, but I'll tell you this much. I respect Cali as a hustler. I always tell her that, and I tell people that. She came from Oakland, or pardon me, not Oakland, the Bay Area to New York as a 22-year-old.
It was Oakland.
Okay, Oakland, I'm sorry. From the Bay Area, Oakland to New York at 22 years old and survived. She did better than niggas I know from New York that grew up in New York and made a way for herself. And to this day, she still lives the way she wants to live, maybe not like she used to because she's in school. So I respect her hustle 100%. She saved up $100,000, over $100,000 to get this venue. She tells me about the venue, asks my opinion. I tell her, I wouldn't invest in that. You saved up the money, don't do it. But I'm saying my friend got one of these and she had LL Cool J come over for her wedding and this, that, and third, and I had to do this, that, and the third. This is why you want to get a wedding venue, because you knew somebody with a wedding venue and you thought that you could duplicate what she was doing. Come to find out, you told me that she wasn't doing what she really was doing. I told her that I don't think this is a smart investment and I would not do it. I understand going against what people say because I ask people for their opinion, and sometimes they'll say, "Yo, I don't think this is gonna work. It is gonna work." Either or, but you get the advice. So It's people that told me this isn't going to work and it's worked. There's people that told me this stuff I should do is going to work and I didn't invest. It's just a gamble you do when you do business. Right or wrong, Larry, it was a good.
100%.
It was a business.
I don't feel
100%.
like
It's my goal. It's my goal. It's my goal.
Oh.
It's my goal. Larry's a businessman, so
Run it back,
he
Turbo.
understands about investment. I tell her, don't invest this $100,000. She invests $100,000. It doesn't do well. The landlord didn't have a ceiling in there. She was ceilingless. Not saying it was a sunroof or anything like that, but like she said, it was a shell. It was a lot of work. She didn't have an oven. She needed a lot of stuff. So the part she's talking about now is that when she comes back to me and needs help to get all these things done for her spot, she may be correct on that. I may have wanted blood because I told you don't do this in the first place. I may have been like,
Yeah, you
it's
said
And what's funny is every time what I'm noticing, what I've seen for years, is that whenever there's a fallout between two individuals, it's always like you'll get one side of the story, and then the first person who tells, like when you're first hearing the story, the first person usually is telling the story to make it seem like the other person is wrong. As soon as you get the other side of it, it's like, all right, everything makes sense now. Because when she told her side, even though I ain't really believe her, because I'm just at the age where, like, if this is my first time hearing this and I'm hearing it from a shorty, a lot of emotions is gonna be involved in the story that she's telling, and she's gonna make it seem like she didn't do nothing wrong, and something is always happening to her. Respectfully. As soon as you hear the other side of it, everything makes sense now. So she left out, of course, the fact that he told her don't do it from the get-go, and she did it anyway. Fine, no problem. But when you don't start getting back what you put in, and then you coming to me later on and then asking for help, what he's saying is facts, 100%. Yeah, it's gonna be tied to paperwork. This ain't gonna be no handshake agreement. This ain't gonna be no, oh, because we deal with each other, I'm gonna do you a favor. Nah, we gotta put paperwork, we gotta attach paperwork to this money now, because I told you don't invest in that, and you went and did it anyway. I don't have a problem with that, but now if you want my help because you're not getting the results that you thought you was gonna get, now I gotta start putting a paper trail on my money for helping you out, because I'm gonna help you out. If whatever, he decided to help her out, but if I'm gonna help you out, now I gotta put paper trail on my money because I told you not to invest in this. He's 100% right.